Hello, Keith here. We're continuing with Panzer Leader, situation number 10, and we're in the bottom of turn 3. It's the Arnhem scenario. The British control the town. There's a river running through the town, and the Germans are trying to eliminate the British from the town. The victory conditions for the Germans are how quickly they can capture the town, and for the British, it's preventing hanging on in the town. So as you see, I have the German rifle platoons. They're next to the city. In addition to going into the town, they're acting as spotters for the German tanks and howitzers. And it's the Americans. It's the British turn right now. So okay, so it's the British turn, and they have a lot of units disrupted. So there's not much the British can do right now. What I could do for the British, or will do, is to I see one area up here up north. Well, first of all, there's going to be no fire from the British, I don't think. Yep. And I may have to relocate some units. This North Arnhem is getting not a lot of units up there. So this, it can go 1, 2. I gotta check its movement allowance. So this unit right here, and this unit can go right there. Let me check the movement for on roads and towns. Okay, so I did that. I can move right there. That's good. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the Allies movement. Now, do I want the Allies to do close assault? I don't think the Allies have any attacks. Well, I could do a close assault right there. There's a unit that can do close assault, but it'll be 1 to 4. 1 to 4 with the -2. Still, I think I might do that. 1 to 4 -2. This rifle platoon is going to attack that German rifle platoon. So they're attacking from the city. Rolling the dice. 4, 1 to 4. I get a roll of 2, so it's no effect. Okay. All right, so now I can get rid of the disperse markers, so I'll make sure I keep. So now we're on turn 4. I'm going to flip the marker. So at the beginning of turn 4, and the allied units that were dispersed are no longer dispersed. Should everybody in this hex. And again, this is an interesting scenario because the Germans have to clear out the entire town of Arnhem. All right, so the first thing we have is the fire phase for the Germans. And they'll have a lot of fire. So this unit right here, they're going to fire on them. So it's armor, but that's greater than half range. So that'll be an 8 to 6. 8 to 6. I can't get, it'll be a 1 to 1. I'm still going to take it though. It's going to be a 1 to 1 plus 1. Ugh. That's not a very good shot, but I'm going to take it anyway. So I'm going to see if I can't get it. Something. So 4. So that's no effect. That unit is fired. Okay. So I have a howitzer here. Okay, so that hex, I have a rifle unit and an engineering unit. It's being spotted by that unit. And there's a howitzer that can fire at it. A tiger that can fire at it. There's a lot of units that can fire at this one. But I'm going to have this howitzer for 10 fire at it. Okay. It's an armored target. Just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Weapons effectiveness. Howitzer armored. Ranges of 6 hex. Okay, so that will be normal. So that'll be 10. That'll be 30. All right, so that's 30 right there. That's 3 to 1. Oh, 3 to 1. Oh, wait, there's 2 units there. All right, so it'll be 30 to 16. This unit's going to fire 2. So it'll be 45 to 16. And this unit, this infantry unit's going to fire 2 at, well, and the only way that unit can fire at is close assault because it's considered an armored target. So this right here is going to be a 46 to 16. That's going to be a 2 to 1 plus 1. And I rolled a 2, so it's 2 to 1, and I rolled a 3. And that's dispersal. So those 2 units are dispersed. And yes, I got to remember that. Like, I could have fired at those separately. I didn't have to fire at them as a group. Okay. I don't know if I would have, though. But either way, they're dispersed, so that makes them vulnerable to maybe a close assault or something. Okay, so now I have over here a 3J Panzer and another Tiger. And they have to fire at a different target. We have those 3 units there. So in defense 6, 7, 8, 18. 18, and they're an armored target. So we got 23. So this is armor. Is that half range? 1, 2, 3. Yes. So it'll be 16. 46. Wow. 46 plus. So it'll be 86. Okay, let me make sure I get this right. I like writing this down. So it's going to be 8 doubled is 16. Plus 15 doubled is 30. Plus, and that's armor against armor. So that's going to be another 40. So that's going to equal 86 attack factors. And on that hex we have 18 defense factors. 18 defense, 86 on the attack. All right, it's 90 a ratio. So 18 times 4. 18 times 5. Yeah, 5. So no, it won't quite be 5. That'd be 90. So I would need another 3 points. No, I need another 4 points. So I won't be able to do it anyways. Okay, so that's going to be 18 times 4. Okay, so it's going to be 4 to 1 odds. And this right here is the target hex. 4 to 1 plus 1. And I rolled a 4. I'll just send that. So I rolled a 4. So 4 to 1, and I rolled a 5. All right, so that eliminates those 3 units, so that's big. And that is good firing. Control D. Oops. Okay, so that leaves a huge hole. I guess there are 3 more units. Now, anybody else wants to fire? Well, over here, against this unit right here, I have a howitzer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 10. And 28 is going to be 38 to 6. Actually, I only need 28 to 6. Okay, so this one right here. So I have on the other side of the river, I have 2 British rifle platoons and I have a Panzer 4. And they have 28 firepower. I think 1, 2, yep. So it's going to be a 4 to 1, 28 to 6. It's 4 to 1 plus 1. All right, so 4 to 1 plus 1, and I got 3, so that eliminates that unit. Control D. All right, so now things are rolling. And so now I have a howitzer here. It's just 10. So it'll be a 1 to 1. No, wait. Yeah, 10. Plus I have a mortar here. So let's see what a mortar against an armored target. So mortar against an armored target. Half range or less, it's half. So it's going to be 1.5 plus 10. So I would need a 12 for a 2 to 1. So even with that mortar unit, I can't get a 2 to 1. Rats. Okay, so how about the half track? We got half track there. Half track's considered to be an infantry though. So okay, so this mortar, it's going to be a 1 to 1 plus 1. I have that howitzer, the heavy howitzer. And no effect. Control fire there. Okay. Excellent. I just want to make sure I started my... Okay, I'm recording. Just checking. All right. So I think that's all the fire I have. Well, you know, I have a mortar against a mortar right here. This mortar. So the Germans have a mortar in the woods. There's a mortar unit in the city of Arnhem. The Germans are going to fire against that mortar unit in the city of Arnhem. It's going to be 1 to 1 plus 1. Did I roll? It's going to be a 3, so no effect. So that unit gets to be marked fired. Okay. I think that's it for fires. Oh, I have these 2 over here that didn't fire. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. So I have 2 howitzers, 20 millimeter howitzers in the woods, and in the city I have this mortar unit in the city. So those 2 howitzers are going to target that mortar unit, and it's going to be 8 to 3, so it's going to be a 2 to 1 plus 1. No effect. So some weak shooting in that area, but okay. So that's it for the fire phase. Now for the close assault phase. No, for the movement phase. I am using opportunity fire. So that would be 4 to 1 against that. All right, so I'm going to move. They're going to go there. And again, there's no zones of control. 2, It's going to stay right there. Okay. So I'm just moving my infantry units right now. One infantry, again, I now have another infantry unit in the city. Over here, I'm going to move that into the city 1. Move those into the city. I also have that half track moving into the city. So right now, if I move into, there's a city hex right here that I can enter. Well, in the next hex over, there's a 6-pounder anti-armor, and that's very powerful in the city. So if I move that rifle, actually that's 2 rifle platoons. If I move those 2 rifle platoons into that hex, they become vulnerable to opportunity fire. Still, it really doesn't matter, because if I lose German units, unless I don't lose too many, because the whole thing is I'm trying to eliminate all the British units. All right, so I'm going to move all those units into the city. Okay. So now we have the close combat phase. We have a lot of close combat fighting in the city. All right. So in this part of the city, below the river, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 rifle platoons. It's going to be 9 to 6. It's going to be a 1 to 1 with the -1. No effect. Okay. Moving right along. Over here, I have 9 points. Oh, before I do that, the Germans are going to take opportunity fire. So it's going to be a 2 to 1 plus 1. The attack is right here. 2 to 1 plus 1. So a 6-pounder is going to fire against one of the rifle squads. So it's going to be 4, no effect. So that has to be marked fired. So now I can do close combat. So I get 9 points. I want to take out that 6-pounder. That's the main target. So all 3 of those are going to attack that 6-pounder. I should have had a rifle unit with that 6-pounder to defend it, but so it's going to be 4 to 1 plus 1, and that 6-pounder is eliminated. So the Germans just eliminated the British 6-pounder, and that was very important, very, very important. And I made a mistake playing the British. I should have had an infantry with that 6-pounder guarding it. That would have made the close assault a lot more difficult. Well, all right, so I want to remind myself that these fired. And did I do my fire over here? Yeah, I did a fire over here. Down here. Okay. So the Germans are moving into the city. All right. So in another part of the city, they have a mortar unit in the city, the British 81mm mortar unit that's surrounded by, there are 3 German squads on the outside of the city, and there's 1 German squad that went into the city. And I can get 4 to 1 on that mortar unit. And that would be my best bet. So I have a 4 to 1 minus 1. Yeah. So that eliminates that unit. There we go. Control D. Okay. And I'll mark all those fired. So that's going to be it for the German turn. Fire, fire, fire. That's it for the German turn. So the British have 1, 2, 3, 4 rifle squads in Arnhem, and they have 1 mortar squad and 1 engineer squad in the city. And the Germans still have a bunch of things, but we're on turn 4 now. So we're going to be going to the Ally turn 4. So it's going to be at least turn 5. So in order to get a decisive win, decisive German victory, they have to eliminate the rest of the British units in this turn. It's definitely possible. It is possible, I'll give it that. So it's definitely possible. So that's going to be it. I'm just going to remove the fired markers from all the German units. And next time we will have the Allies will be in the middle of turn 4, and the Allies will be up. Thank you very much.